Leadership isn't about age, gender, education, designation, or even DNA. Rather, it is about influence, impact, and inspiration. Hello everyone, my name is Sujay Deshpande and I am currently studying in 11th grade. I am fortunate enough to be a part of the Xceedibles community where I learned the fundamentals of leadership. Today I am here to explore the real life role of a woman entrepreneur, Ms. Kanika Nandurdikar, who is the founder and CEO of Nikan. She is a chartered accountant by profession and her startup is 2 years young. So presenting Ms. Kanika Nandurdikar. In your journey as a chartered accountant to being the founder and CEO of your brand Nikan, there must be some times when you felt powerful and sometimes when you felt powerless. Can you just highlight these moments?
Oh yeah. So basically, as a chartered accountant, I had a work experience working with the corporate companies like Infosys, HDFC Bank, and during that journey, what happens? Basically, you are executing what you have been told to execute. You're taking your superiors' instructions. You're sometimes doing a job. The ultimate goal you don't even know, like what are you aiming for. The vision is not there basically when you are in a corporate world as an employee. The transformation from an employee to the journey of being a CEO of a brand owner and being an entrepreneurship, handling a completely new category of a business was a very difficult thing. And the journey was very beautiful, I can say. So much of passionately learning which goes through the entire process. And so currently we are in a product range where it's a niche category. It's a gluten-free segment of a product wherein customer awareness is a lot more important, educating them is a lot more important. And throughout the journey, what I have learned is, as I'm a woman entrepreneur and I'm also a mother of two children actually. One is 11 years old and the other is 6 years old. And being a woman entrepreneur is always to do things at your own pace is what I think makes me powerful, because I don't have to follow any instructions. I have to do things as what I can plan my own things, right? I have my vision that okay, I can do things at my own pace. So I think that's the major powerfulness as an entrepreneur which I feel. And recently I read a book actually, The Psychology of Money, and there was a very good quote in that the ability to do things what you want, to whom you want, with whom you want, and for how long you want, I think it's priceless. So I think every entrepreneur feel very powerful when they have that ability. And so I think that's answers the powerfulness journey. And sorry, second was a powerless.
When you felt powerless?
Powerless. So powerless at a lot of situations actually happen when, especially in a D2C segment where we are in a direct to consumer segment of a brand, wherein people are not appreciating your products, or sometimes it happens they try to judge you in a different way. They're not able to understand your products, and sometimes your products fail, and that is a moment where you know that you can't do anything about it. So you feel really powerless about it. And I think being a leader, it's always important to focus where your journey is and where your vision is. There are a lot of noises actually in and around, so you need to just focus on the reality, avoid the noises, and follow
So you were
your path.
determined that how much ever failures are there, you will.
Yes, so you need to just learn, adopt, and try to change things. Do little changes in your product range, or try to make it more better, and go ahead in the journey.
Yes. So what do you think, as a leader, is it important to be personally involved? Can you advise our future leaders on this?
Personally involved, yes. I think being in a startup space specifically, when and all the startups are emerging to solve a particular problem which a consumer currently is facing. So on a similar grounds, like even we started to solve a particular problem in a gluten-free food products, which high nutritious products are not available in the market. So that is our key USP, that we are giving all the products which are high in nutrition. And I think everybody, all the consumers currently are looking at this food category space, which is so much crowded. So people are now relying, the consumers are now relying on the founders. They're believing the founders, they're believing the truth behind the founders to actually differentiate a product in this crowded sector. So I think involving yourself personally makes a lot of difference when you're communicating with the consumers, also with the team with whom you are working. You're teaching the team the value addition which your products are giving to the consumers, that adds value to your product and to your brand. So the journey of being an entrepreneur, it takes a lot of learning points. So each day you learn something new. You are meeting people, new people each day. You are getting so many insights. So I think each day is a new learning, and that information doesn't come to you also for your products and for your level of segment in a fortnight. It takes few months, few years to actually understand the subject and communicate it well to your customers. So I think getting that personal involvement done throughout the journey is very important. I believe this 2 years of my startup was like a MBA course which I have done in my career, which has given me a practical experience.
Yes, yes.
And there has to be a balance actually to be involved personally. How much level of personal involvement is required? Sometimes nowadays, because the social media has become so much of hype, I have seen an incidence where the influencers, the bloggers who are now currently like blogging on the social media, they have so many followers, lakhs, millions of followers, and the involvement, their personal involvement, even their tone, their voiceovers are so important for them to basically correlate or basically understand their own customers. Then someday, maybe if they're not getting that kind of likes or followers, and it generally just stops someday, or some people not liking the content which they are creating, it's such a setback for them. So I think social media is a big bubble which is being created, and a lot of people are getting a little going in that depression mode also, being involving themselves too much.
What new personality traits have you discovered within yourself in your journey which keeps you motivated?
I think in my journey I've become very much confident to express my thoughts and in a meaningful manner. Earlier the confidence levels, we couldn't speak to people in public. So that's a bigger, I think, win for any entrepreneurial journey. And I think it has made me more stronger each day. As I said, learning new things, adapting new things even in your business on a day-to-day level keeps you motivated. So new learnings, new adaptations, creativity are all the things which keeps you motivated. And I'm enjoying the journey very passionately. And as they say, the fun is in the journey, then the destination. So as a startup, we are enjoying this journey. Let's see where we go.
Yes, yes.
I would like to congratulate Sandhya for her leadership program at Xceedibles. I think she is doing really great in creating and contributing for the future leaders of our country. I think Sujay has done an excellent job in today's interview, and he will be a great leader in the coming years. So all the best to you.
Thank you.
One of the biggest responsibilities of anyone working with young people is to help them understand themselves and the place they want to take in their world, giving them the time, opportunity and experience they need to develop and practice leadership behaviors, help them become better leaders today and continue to make a difference for the tomorrows to come. At Xceedibles, we do this very diligently. Our unique coaching program has a vibrant community of young people backing the learning experience for each student, thus giving them a safe space to practice what they learn. With consistent practice, they exceed their own abilities in the real world. While coaching teenagers, I have discovered that there is a positive correlation between the 5 practices and performance in classrooms, schools, colleges, and communities. In words of Jim Kouzes, good leaders make better performers. Are you curious to know what your teenager is really capable of? Does your teenager show signs of leadership and wants to learn how to behave like one? Has your teenager always felt like a leader and wants to increase self-confidence in leading? Do you wish to see your teenager transform and go about achieving their dreams?